Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Wushu podcast. I am here with my co-host Bricks by Mine, and as you can see below me right there, Henry. I have Brick Henry. Hi, Brick Henry.
Hi, the fans.
Am I
Why don't
pointing
you
the
give
right
us a little
direction? Is this
brief?
the
You
direction
are.
Brick Henry is? Wow,
Yes, it
look, there
is.
he is. There he is.
There he is.
My
Wow,
friend.
amazing.
Hi
Hi,
guys.
buddy.
Hey, Brick Henry.
Why don't you give us a brief introduction?
I'm if in case you don't know me, which is very likely, I'm Brick Henry. I'm friends with these guys. And if you know me from Instagram, from the Brick Henry page. But really, I just game around and collect Lego, and I'm a big fan of Lego. So that's
Yep.
it. That's all you need to know.
So Brick Henry's actually here because he won a contest to be on the podcast 5 years ago, and we
Yeah.
never fulfilled that promise.
It was on the
So,
subreddit. It was a sweepstakes.
Yeah.
Was it a contest? I don't think it was a contest. I think it was just me telling my friend Henry, yeah, we'll bring you on, and then we just never did that.
It felt like I
That
won
was
a
called
contest.
joke.
Felt like I won a golden ticket, dude.
No, but actually, we have been telling Henry since probably like 2020 that he could be on the podcast, and today promises have been fulfilled.
Finally.
And he will also probably be taking up a spot as temporary co-host as Bricks by Mind travels the globe in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so full context there. I think we touched on it a little bit, but now my plans are like finally set in stone. I'm going to be going to Denmark for fan media days as I do every year in about 2 weeks. But then after that, me, Duck Bricks, Mini Superheroes Today, Stud City,
Stud
Ethan the
City!
Artisan. Yeah, we're all going out to China, Hong Kong, and Singapore together. So it's going to be a big 3-week trip. It's going to be very fun. I am not filming this podcast while I'm out there because, well, let's just say when I'm in China, I don't want to be like up in the middle of the night filming this. Not my priority. I'm sorry,
On the
guys.
Chinese Wi-Fi, yeah,
On the Chinese Wi-Fi. So I'll update you guys all the trip when I'm back, and I'm sure I'll film plenty of content while I'm out there, considering it's like content brain trip with a bunch of content brain people. But so I'm here this week. I'm here next week, and then the podcast will continue without me for 3 weeks, and then I'll be back like mid-October. So Henry, we're doing 3-person podcast this week and probably next week. And then after that, it'll be just Matthew and Henry for 3 more weeks, and then I'll be back.
So let's be honest, like, you guys can skip a week and be fine, but, like, 3 weeks without a podcast, like, that's gonna kill it, so.
When I'm back, the fans will get to vote if you love Brick Henry or hate Brick Henry. If you hate
Dude,
him,
I
he'll be
really-
gone and vanished forever.
If they kick me off, I'm actually gonna be so sad. I'm gonna call Stud City and go on and ask Stud City if he wants to start a podcast, because, like, that's all I have left.
I'm sure he would.
I'm still purple, by the way. I didn't mention that. I'm purple.
Yeah, we got purple in my mind still.
Until
I change my mind about the lighting. This is my favorite lighting I've set up. So
I mean, it looks. I think it looks pretty good. It's. I will eventually get lights like that because I think it looks quite good.
Sean is purple.
Like,
me and Matthew are Technicolor.
Yeah.
Makes me look a little evil, but like it makes me look consistent as well. Because the actual lighting in here is really bad. So.
Yeah, no, especially when you're like looking at images, it washes you out a lot. But anyways, that's enough technical talk about our lighting setup. We've got some fun things to talk about this week, especially with our good friend Bricks by Henry.
Yep.
So yeah, we're going to be starting off with a very fun set that was just revealed by Disney on the day of his namesake. We've got Speed Champions Lightning McQueen revealed on 9/5.
Does he have a day?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
9/5. That's his number.
9/5.
Stupid. When was that a thing?
Dude, don't hate.
When was that a thing? Was that a thing? Was that ever a thing?
Well, I mean, I didn't know about it until when this was revealed, so.
But apparently
it is now.
a thing.
It's like Mario Day. How Mario Day is like March 10th.
Yeah.
Everyone wants a day. We don't need a day for everything. We don't need Cars Day.
Okay, but as a result, we got this set revealed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go first. I really like this set. I think it has a little bit to be improved upon. I think the mouth is not perfect, but this is an awesome set, and I can't wait to get it.
One of our friends, I forget who it was, someone in the group chat said, when the set kind of sucks, but it's Lightning McQueen, so you're gonna buy it anyway. That's kind of how I feel. I loved it on first impression, but the more I look at it, I'm like,
Yeah,
It's kind of janky. It's like very
I'm in
janky.
the same
I
boat.
actually
I'm in
like
the
the
same
mouth. The
boat.
mouth is one of the things I quite
Oh,
like on
really?
this. It's the
Me
shaping
too.
of everything else. I think is a little iffy.
I
Mhm,
think the like the corner with the headlights, like those two sides, are really not doing it for me.
mhm.
Hmm,
There's not enough fluidity between like that downward slope on the in the middle of there versus like the two sides.
I
Uh,
agree.
the mouth, I think the top lip does go out like way too much, and it makes
I
it look
think they
very
did a
weird.
good job at designing it. It also looks like it will be very easy to kind of like smooth the mouth out because it's
Hmm.
just like
Yeah,
it's two plates of 1x6, so you can kind of like remove it a little bit. And I'm interested to see how that would look.
I gotta be honest.
But
I
I
I
like
think
this a lot.
the way I'm kind of feeling about this set, I think I like the what are they from 2011? Like those cars a lot
Yeah,
better
really.
as
I
like
think those
Lego
were very good.
representations.
I think those were very good, but I think this is really fun. I like the size.
Yeah,
I
it's
do
more of
think
a
it's cool
building
that this is
experience.
minifigure scale, and presumably it
Hmm.
does still fit a minifigure. I think, like
Yeah,
the way
okay.
it's
The one
I
designed, it
thing,
looks like.
I don't think it
yeah,
does
it
because it's
looks
got
like
solid bricks
yeah, but it looks like you
in
can
the
at
center.
least take that top part off and
Maybe.
put a minifigure in
It
because
better
those
fit a mini
solid.
I
because
think
I think the windscreen's very like where the eyes are is very weird and boxy, and if that's not to fit a minifigure
Mhm.
inside, I don't know why that looks like that.
what I
Yeah,
think is more probable is they put some weird like car parts in there based on that like cross section image that
yeah, that'll probably
used to
be
go
what it
around the
is.
internet.
But
I don't think
I'm
it's gonna fit a
thinking it's
minifigure.
also possible there's like a minifigure included with it of like Owen Wilson to like
I don't
pilot
think so.
as like a
I think
reference, you know?
no, actually, I thought we had box art images of this.
We
We
do, but
do.
it's
It's on
like
Lego
you remember in
Icon.
Harry Potter, they had like Harry, the secret, like
The
dirtied
the
up,
secret
like
Harry.
disgusting, like Harry in that set.
I,
And then in the
I
Ninjago City Gardens, we were supposed to get like Burst J. It's like that.
what?
Um, yeah, Burst J was supposed to be in the gardens, but it just they forgot to put it in. I think it's my only explanation I could come up with.
We need. I think we need to do a joke explanation for the fans because nobody is going to get that reference. I don't think.
Okay, some
So,
lore. I can't say why I thought this. But at one point I thought that that Burst J would have been coming in the Ninjago City Gardens.
well,
Um,
there was a leaked it. We could vaguely
we
describe
can
the leak
okay,
image from
sure, okay,
2021. I think that's
yeah.
okay. It's been 4 years.
There was a picture circulating around that potentially could have been the Ninjago City Gardens that had a minifigure lineup. And when we got the official pictures for the set, there was a minifigure lineup that looked pretty similar to that one, but there was also a J minifigure separate from the casual J in that set in his ninja suit in that lineup. But in the actual set that we got, it was just his suit, but it had like a green head. That uh preliminary image of the gardens was very low res. So seeing that lineup, I thought that J might have been that J minifigure might have been Burst J, and the reason we didn't see it on any box art or anything like that was because it was a secret, like the Diagon Alley Harry minifigure that
Right,
they.
and I
What
guess
is
if you guys aren't
Burst
familiar with
J?
Lego Harry Potter, which I don't blame you, that was a 2020 set where it was the first and only time they did this. They had a minifigure in the set that was not advertised in the final bag, and it was like shh,
No,
Yeah,
there's a secret inside
It
this
wasn't
box.
in the. It wasn't in the final
I
bag.
think
It
it
was
was
in
its
its
own
own
box.
separate
Yeah,
box.
Okay, it was, yeah. Um,
yeah, and
so that was like a new idea at the time. It was like, oh,
mhm,
D2Cs could come with like secret minifigures. So we're like,
yeah,
what's the secret minifigure going to be in the Guardian? Because like, Guardians was like one of the next like
yeah,
minifigure based D2Cs after that,
This
and
was
people
also before the period where we were getting like 50 D2Cs a month.
that too,
yeah,
and people were speculating that it was going to be like legacy, like a golden legacy Garmadon or something like that. And that Jay was the only one from that preliminary picture that wasn't in any set pictures that we had at the time.
yeah.
And also, Jay was the only minifigure that had a Legacy 2 version that didn't have a burst version as well, because those used the
And the
same
burst
legs.
suits only had exclusive torsos and heads. The legs
Yeah,
were
they
from
used
What
the
are
same
the
legs
Ninjago,
from
so
Legacy 2. Yeah.
what are
yeah,
the burst suits?
the
The
gimmick
the
suits from
like
2020.
yeah, the Master of the Mountain Spinner suits. It was
Okay.
Lloyd,
Okay.
Cole,
Lloyd,
and
Kai, and
Kai.
Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. 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 Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Henry thought it was gonna be Burst J. It was very clearly not for Burst J.
I mean, when you had it earlier,
I
from
love
Luke,
the idea of the reality though, where 10th anniversary secret
well, I
minifigure
mean,
Fujitsu Burst J.
it's like something that's like it adds to a collection that's already out there, but it's not like
Well,
super
part of it too
desirable.
is we were very early into gimmick suits that not every ninja got because that
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
that was only
yeah,
the
that too.
third wave of because these days that's common, but like
Mhm.
during Masters of Fujitsu, pretty much every gimmick suit was given to every ninja. So
Yeah.
like when it was and actually technically every ninja has an avatar suit, even if they're not all like
Mhm.
good. So it was only Forbidden Fujitsu and then Jitsu Burst were the only gimmick suits that weren't given to everybody at that point. So
Yeah. For me,
uh,
it felt plausible just because it was like it's a minifigure like that hairy minifigure from Diagon Alley is not something you necessarily would advertise.
Something funny also that Harry Potter minifigure has been re-released like 4
Yeah.
times now.
Yeah.
yes, which is
It's come in
awesome.
like a bunch of books, I think.
I think it actually came in a D2C gift with purchase. Like I think it came with the
Yeah, I think you're right.
no,
Yeah.
I think it came with last year's maybe, or I could be wrong actually.
I think
but
you're
it's
right.
come in multiple sets now.
Yeah. But it felt plausible because it's like a fun inclusion that you wouldn't necessarily want to advertise. Like Golden Woo, you want to
Mhm.
advertise. You want to
Yeah.
advertise the mechanic of Ronin. Like those make sense. But that's a little recap of that time period.
So yeah.
Jumping forward to
Well,
today, I think the same could be happening with Owen Wilson in this set.
oh right, that's what.
'Cause they're teasing. Also, is this for the 20th anniversary of Speed Champions?
Speed
So,
Champion started in 2015, so this would be the 11th
Yeah, because
anniversary of the Speed
it has a
Champions.
logo on the box that
it's the
says 20
20th
on it.
anniversary of Cars. No, Cars wasn't
No,
2000.
no, because
Car-
look, it on the box
Cars
it has
was
like a little gauge, like a car gauge
I
logo
th-
or like a
I
meter.
think we
And it says
actually
20.
we
Wait, no,
we
it's
are
not the.
going
What is
into the
this? What is this for? Because it's not the 20. It's the 10th anniversary. This
No, I
year
think
of
it's going to be the 20th anniversary of Cars in 2026 because this is 2026 set.
Oh, wait, you're right. You're right. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, it says 20th anniversary. Wow, Cars came out in 2006.
Yep, I just looked it up.
Yeah,
I think it's
you're
like a
right.
2008 type movie.
Dude, I
That's
watched
probably
Cars
you
like
probably think of it as a 2008 movie because that's probably when you got it on DVD.
Maybe.
talking about this set in terms of like nostalgia. I watched Cars
Um,
every day as a kid.
I love that movie. I love the
Like,
second one even more. The
and
second movie was my goat as a kid.
I've watched it like a few years ago again, and I do think it's pretty good. I know there's like a lot of haters of that movie. I think as far as like sports movies go, I think it's not bad as an animated kids racing movie.
Yeah,
Um,
I
but in terms of like wanting a Lego representation of this character, I feel like I already have it from the 2011 version.
So I don't have any of those together anymore. And I love the Speed Champions scale cars. So
Mhm.
like, I'm very on board with this. And the possibility of other licensed vehicles in a similar vein.
Yeah,
Um,
no,
Yeah,
if we
I
I'm
could
think
get
it's really cool
another.
that this is happening.
Yeah, and
Um, I
we've seen that
also
before with like Fast and Furious, which makes total sense for the
Mhm.
line. And then of
I
course
really hope we
James
get a
Bond.
tow mater though. I really,
That would be a
really
lot
would
of
like a
fun.
tow mater.
I just feel like
And like,
I think it's
Mater,
really
like
cool how in this set they referenced the Lightyear movie on his wheels. I know that movie didn't do super well, so like they might
yeah,
not want to reference it too often, but
uh-huh.
it's
and I'm
neat to see
sure
that they're
it's
acknowledging all their projects here.
yeah, and I feel like with the Luxo Junior lamp that we got earlier this year, that had a bunch of Pixar references in it, and like
Did that
notably
have a bunch
Lightyear
of
was not
Pixar
in there.
reference?
It did. Like in the
Right.
build, there was a bunch of different little studs and stuff represented.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
Lightyear was not one of
Uh,
them, so it's really cool to see that in this set.
and we do we get a picture of the other side of the? We don't have pictures. So they might say like Good Dinosaur or something on the other side. That would be
True, true. Or like
Mhm.
Onward, maybe.
maybe onward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Onward would be good.
What about
But
Strange Worlds?
Oh,
Ooh,
is the
that's
no,
not
it's not a
Pixar.
Pixar movie.
That's
That's a
Disney.
Disney.
Oh, it's just Disney. Okay, my
Yeah.
bad.
You know, I'm all in all, I'm happy this exists. I think the design could have been a little sharper.
Isn't All in All the gas company from the second movie?
It is. Wait. Yeah, I knew that.
I-
That was intentional.
Nice, nice reference.
Thanks, dude. But I want to
So that's
hear
really cool though.
I want to hear designer talk, like a designer talk about this, just
Mhm.
because there's definitely some things in this set that were done only because of certain limitations. Uh,
What do you
like
mean?
if it can fit a minifigure, I'd like to hear how that went into
Mm,
designing the eyes. You know?
I do think it's
I
cool that
don't
it's
think it
a
will fit
like
a
it's
minifigure.
Lightning McQueen in the same scale as the other cars, though. Because
Yeah,
even if you can't fit a
absolutely.
minifigure, you can put it
Yeah,
on the road with all your other cars. I think
yeah.
that's really neat.
Conceptually,
Mhm.
I like the set a lot. I just think
And I mean,
execution rough.
theoretically, also, if you wanted to, you could change a couple pieces and make this just like a race car in the style of Lightning McQueen, which I think could also be kind of cool if you're
Yeah,
Ooh,
just
you
like
would
a
kill
car
him too.
collector. Like, you could just switch out the windscreen for a like glass color, like a translucent piece, and take out the mouth, and then this is just like a race car, and I think that's cool.
yeah. I like that.
Um, but yeah, that's about all I think we need to say about this guy. He's cool.
Mhm.
Next up is my most anticipated Lego theme since Muppets. Lego, as of
Sorry.
today, the 8th of September, uh, officially announced that they will be making Star Trek sets and revealed Captain Charles Xavier. Um,
Charles.
Charles always wanted to build bridges.
Charles always wanted to build the Enterprise. No, I don't care about Star Trek. I don't have anything against it. I've just never consumed a single piece of Star Trek
Yeah,
media
that's
in
how
my
I
life.
feel
um,
too. Like
Um,
it's not my
so
thing, but
that
cool.
being said, I need that head because it looks very good, and I've made a. Let me pull it up on my phone for the camera. I've made a little edit of that on the Professor X body, and it looks very good.
Henry, if you email it to me, I can put it on
Okay, yeah,
screen
Yeah.
nicely.
that is not picking that up very well.
No.
No.
Okay.
So their talk out of the way. Star Trek is one of my favorite franchises of all time, and Next Generation is probably in my like it it's a runner up for like my favorite show of all time next to Better Call Saul. So that we are getting a set from this specific media is extremely exciting to me. And I will be there the day this set comes out, spending however much this costs, because I'm sure it's going to be a lot of money. Um, on this, because this is a set that I need to have as soon as I possibly can. This is like a dream come true set for me.
Do you still have
So
the Mega Constructs one?
no, I don't. I took that one apart.
Okay.
It was huge and it didn't stay together super well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that set was
Um,
evil back in the day. We had beef about that set back in the day, Matthew.
did we?
Well, I hated it, dude. I was so mad. I'm like, why would you spend so much money on Mega Bloks,
No,
dude?
you were mad that I bought that instead of the Ninjago sets that year. Because
What
I
sets
picked
were out
that
that
in
year?
I
I think
picked
it
that
was the
instead of
Temple of Jitsu.
uh
It was
no
Was that?
no
I think
no
it
it
was
was
Day of the
Samurai X
Departed.
Cave. I picked it
Yeah.
over
oh
Samurai X Cave.
Do
yeah.
you regret
And
that
you
decision now?
I'm gonna be honest, I really don't.
Okay.
I don't think I'd have that set together if
That
I
set, I don't
did
have it
buy
together.
that.
I don't even have it together. That set
I
is
love that
goaded,
That's
set.
but
it was a
like,
very good set.
yeah.
I wish I had gotten it, but like the Enterprise is a cooler thing to me, and like I like having it on display, and I can't wait to get this one because this is an Enterprise that I like even more. This
Yay.
is the Enterprise D. If you don't know, it's like got more of an oval shape than an actual circle, and the engines are like below the thing, and it's really cool, and I can't wait to get it. Uh, Maybe I'll even
Oh, we
get
haven't
two
seen it
copies
yet.
of
All
this
we've
set.
seen is a strange man
You've seen
who is somehow able to
Charles.
walk now.
He's in the
Something else.
wastelands. That's why.
The fact that he has arm printing is really exciting because
Mhm.
it was like not necessary for them to do, but like I think it's really cool. No light printing I think is absolutely fine because they literally just wear leggings in the show. So like
There's
there's
going to be
nothing they
someone
need
out
to
there that's
print.
upset about that, though.
I will say I think it's interesting. I feel like this year, it seems like Lego's moving away from leg printing and more into arm printing. I
I've
think that's
noticed
very
that
noticeable,
too.
especially in the One Piece sets. Like arm printing is way
Mm.
more common than leg printing
Mhm.
is, and
It,
I think I like that. I think that's kind of cool.
I
Um,
think arm
I
printing
don't
is
know.
better than light printing. I
I mean, it
because it's
obviously
more
depends on the
noticeable
I
and I
don't
character
think
and
think
the
it.
outfit. Like, I don't think Ninjago would work without leg printing, but for the One
Mhm.
Piece characters, like every single one that has, like every single one that has those, I would rather have the arm print than have like,
Yeah.
I agree with that, but I think that's just because those characters have more going on their arms than their legs. I think like
So
I'd much
I
rather
feel
have like
like the
Marvel characters that have leg printing than arm printing. That just feels unnecessary to me. Or like Star Wars figures to have
Yeah.
leg
Well,
printing over arm
Star
printing.
Wars Marvel's figures, the joke is they don't get it either.
Star Wars gets it sometimes. Most of the if it needs it,
Sometimes.
it gets it. I'd say.
no, occasionally you'll get like the best minifigure ever with Star Wars, and then they'll re-release it every other time, missing like one key aspect that made
That's
it
what
really good.
there was a theme. There's a theme that's doing that right now. I don't remember off the top of my head what it is, unless you
It's
guys
gotta be
remember.
like Marvel or Star Wars, right?
I think it might be the Spider-Man that they have right now, because he has the arm printing, but he just has normal blue legs.
Yeah, they haven't done the dual molded
And
legs. They seem to really
yeah,
hate dual molded legs. I don't know if they're hard to produce or what, but like
mhm.
they seem to not try not to do them as much. Like
Yeah, we get
Mhm.
dual molded arms more than dual molded legs at this point,
yeah, yeah.
which it used to not be that way.
But yeah, I'm so excited for this set, and I can't wait to talk about it more because I'm gonna I feel like I have a lot to say about this one.
It does.
I'm
It
excited to
feels
see
like Lego's
the.
snatching up like every IP right now.
I'm
Like
okay
Uh-huh.
with that. I'm totally fine with that.
me too. But like Star Trek was a big one they were missing. I do feel like maybe I'm just out of touch, but I feel like the Star Trek fandom is definitely not what it was 10, 15 years ago.
The
And
Star
that
Trek
might just be
fandom hasn't been big since like the 90s. That's when all of the shows were coming out, and it was like
but I
at
think
its
when
peak.
there was movies in theaters, there was like a level of
Hmm.
I think it's
but
definitely like one set would be good. Like having one set for
yeah.
the theme's great. I don't think another one would do as well.
I
No.
could see them doing other enterprises because there's like two main enterprises, and then
Mhm.
a
I feel
couple
like it would
other
have to
like
be
side
2 or 3
ships.
years down the line though. It
Yeah,
can't be like a
absolutely.
year
They
after
cannot
Mhm.
this.
be on the same shelf. Like
Yeah.
I am excited to see the minifigures.
Yeah, me too.
Based on Charles, which looks great. I'm excited to see what
Yeah.
else we get. I'm
Um,
not
I
expecting
really
them all
hope
to have new face prints or anything like that, but if we just get a few new ones, that would be nice.
It is
I
very funny
actually
that like the actual Professor X minifigure did not get a new face print, and then
mhm.
this is the set
I
that he.
The more time goes on, the more I'm
So
fine with that.
I feel like the issue there is this is based on Patrick Stewart. The one in the set was based on comics, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
um, that face would not work very well for Patrick Stewart, but it
yeah.
did work decently well as
It
Professor
worked
X.
okay. It's just that
Yeah.
face has been used so many times, so many
Yeah.
characters, and it
I
worked
would have
okay.
rather
It didn't work amazing.
Yeah, I would have rather had a
Yeah.
new face print, but I'm I didn't necessarily want a Patrick Stewart Charles with that said.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it. I
Um.
I I was
Mhm.
very critical of that minifigure when it was revealed, but I'm fine with it now.
Yeah, it's grown on me, but it's also a lot of time has passed, so I'm not like actively
Yeah.
thinking about it all the time.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
but
I'll be
I
swapping
hope
it if I can get my hands on the Patrick Stewart face. I'm gonna use that, but
with the Star Trek set, I really hope we get a complete crew because we're really not going to be. I don't expect to be getting like other sets
mhm.
from this line. I think it'll just be kind of like a one and done thing. So
I
like
feel like we will
I
get them all.
I hope they don't pull a Twilight on us and give us like seven of the like
Yeah.
10 main characters. Because like the Twilight set was missing like three minifigures for it to be
Yeah,
perfect.
like the whole like half of the family wasn't there.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think for a set like this, um, when Lego knows that they only have like one opportunity to do something, they're gonna go all out.
yes and
More
no.
I
like
I
don't.
think it depends. I don't know how big they're gonna make this thing. I assume
mhm.
big, very big, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it will come down to a budget. Because I mean, I even jumping back to X Mansion.
Mhm.
This is gonna tie into a conversation we'll have in a moment. But I've been watching a lot of X Men media, and there's definitely a few characters missing, and we've not gotten X Men stuff in years, and that was their chance, and they didn't give us everything.
Well, here's the thing: is like
Yeah.
there is X-Men media coming out now.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't get X-Men stuff for a while, is because there wasn't much
Yes.
prominent X-Men media coming out. And that's why we got the sets that we did to begin with, because those those sets were like loose tie-ins for movies.
Hmm.
Um, Now that we have X-Men '97 coming out, which is why we got the X-Jet and X-Mansion. Now that we have Avengers movies that have the X-Men characters in it, and we're going to be getting MCU X-Men stuff, we have a lot more opportunity to actually get
Yes.
get
Yeah.
that sort of stuff.
That's that's true. So yeah, we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, I don't know how big the Star Trek. I don't know anything about Star Trek, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Mhm.
Like there, I say there's probably 5 to 6 characters guaranteed. Anything beyond that is really how
Well,
generous
here's
Lego's feeling, how big the set is,
Mhm.
etc., etc.
as far as I'm aware about Star Trek, a lot of them have like it's like you need to make like 2 or 3 uniforms, and then you can
Yeah.
copy and paste that for
They
like as
realistically They realistically, for this set, need to make 4 different torsos. They need the red
Mhm.
costume that Picard wears. Actually, let me pull the picture back up because I want to see if they gave. No, okay. So there are rank denotations that they wear, like on the collar, and the Picard minifigure doesn't have those, which means that they can just reuse
yeah,
this
they can
torso.
just copy it's the red and yellow one, right?
Yeah. So they
Yeah.
need red, yellow. They'll need blue. And those are the 3 main ones. And then they're gonna need a specific torso for Worf, so that's 4, and then a specific torso for Troy, which would be 5. And then otherwise, all the other characters can just
Yeah.
reuse the.
And if you want to like if most of them are humans, that's like super easy because they were a few
They're
years ago
technically
we didn't have
they're
as
like
big of like a face catalog, but now we do. So you can make a good amount of characters that look pretty accurate just reusing pieces.
not exactly. So of the human characters, we know for sure that Picard is not reusing a face because we've seen it.
Mhm.
Um, Worf and Geordi could not reuse faces because one of them is technically like one of them. I mean, obviously it's a human-looking character, but it is an alien, so he'll need a special face print.
Okay.
Geordi has like a visor, so he will need a special face print.
Okay.
Um, and then I think past the Data will need a special face print because he's like a very pale robot man.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
otherwise, I could see them reusing faces for Guinan if they make her. Do you guys know any of these characters? I'm just like,
Nope, I know Spock.
okay,
I know Spock. Yeah,
he's
I know
not.
Spock.
Spock's not
I know
in this.
Data. I've heard the name Data before.
Wait,
Okay,
is Spock not in the show?
no,
So we're not gonna get a
What?
Spock minifigure?
no,
Wait,
Wow. Okay.
really?
yeah, no.
Wait,
Nice.
that's crazy.
This
Maybe
is
he'll
like
be in a
I
gift with
think this
purchase.
What
takes
about
place
Captain
like
Kirk? Is Captain Kirk in it?
no. This is like
What?
90 years later.
Dude, we got Charles though. That's all I care about. We
What?
got Charles.
I don't even want this
Um,
set anymore, man. I was gonna
those are
buy this day one.
characters. Those are characters from the original Star Trek show. This is the next generation, the 90s reiteration that takes place
Are
90
the
years
fans
later.
gonna hate that then? Are the fans gonna be mad?
No, this is the significantly more popular Star Trek media.
But people know Spock. Kirk.
No,
Maybe
you know
the secret
Spock.
mini.
Star
Maybe they're
Trek.
like the Burst Jays of this set.
No.
There you go.
But there's like 5 characters I could see them reusing faces for. And the other thing is, those most of the other characters being generic figures, if you want to, you could just get extras of the torsos on Bricklink.
Okay,
They'll probably
sure,
be like
yeah.
5 to 10
Maybe
bucks.
they can make like a foosball table type set where they're in like uniforms
Yeah.
and they fight each other. That'd be cute.
Like put them all on like
um,
little rows they can
uh-huh.
look at each other. Yeah.
I mean, exactly the
Um,
foosball table, but just with Star Trek.
Yeah,
on it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
mhm.
And
Yeah,
maybe we
that'd
get a
be
Star
awesome.
Trek minifigure series, and that's how we get Spock, and it's gonna be the
Mm.
worst
Yeah.
series ever.
Build a
That is
minifigure.
the kind of thing Lego would do, is the Star Trek minifigure series that nobody buys.
Yeah.
Except Matthew.
The sequel to
Yeah.
F1.
Sequel to F1,
I-
yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I'll buy them all.
Thank you, Matthew.
It would
I'm
be
gonna
better
fly
than
you
the
out.
F1 scene.
I'm gonna fly you out to
Mm.
my area so I can have you go to all my targets and buy them so we can get the next CMF. in
Dude,
stock.
I went to Target today looking for CMF, and they just had F1 everywhere.
Can I talk about like why that is? I mean, it's pretty
Yeah.
obvious, but
As
So it's-
long as it won't get you in trouble. I
No,
mean,
it's not like something they pulled me
Sean,
aside.
do you see any issue here?
No, you're
It's
fine.
not a confidential
Okay.
thing. It's just like if you
Yeah.
know, you know. Like anyone that works
Okay.
at a store
It's a
will know this.
those type situation.
Yeah, and if you work at a store that sells CMFs, you'll know this. It's not that stores if you're finding it hard to find Spider-Verse minifigures right now, it's not that stores aren't getting them. They are. It's just that the F1 CMFs are still on shelves and taking up those slots. So every CMF is gonna be the same barcode.
DPCI.
Yeah, same in
Yes.
the inventory. So as long as all of the system is saying that all of those spots that CMFs would go in are full, they're not going to restock them. because the F1 CMF and Spider-Verse are the same one, they're not being told to restock them because nobody's buying the F1 CMF, and they're all those pegs are just stock. The few times that I've actually found the Spider-Verse CMF has been because there's been, like, 10 or so of them put out just because there were, like, that many missing from the F1 slots.
Mhm.
Now
So
I
if you
will
can't
say
find them, blame F1.
this stinks right now, but it could be good in a couple months because if this
Mhm.
F1's not moving, which it's not, they'll probably put it on clearance, and because it is the same
Thing is,
product
it's
number,
like are you saying that Spider-Verse would then go on clearance?
yeah, like if F1
Here's
clears out and the clearance deal's still going, it will also apply to Spider. Because that's what happened with D&D. Because I don't think D&D went on
Right,
clearance
yeah.
because D&D wasn't selling. They just had overstock of CMF in general,
Mhm.
and D&D got on clearance like week 2 of being out for $1.50.
Yeah.
And it was
And
awesome.
not
I
every
got
target,
so
but a
Yeah.
many
lot
of
of
those.
targets had that.
I was able to
That
find that.
is that's how I ended up with like 15 Dragonborn minifigures.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have to say about Star Trek. If you guys are good with
Yeah,
that.
I'm good with that because we're gonna be talking about that again probably in a month.
True.
And I'll go more into it then. That
Yeah.
I could spend a whole episode talking about that. So yeah, that's Star Trek. Next up, we got new Ninjago episodes. Everybody.
Yes, Ninjago finally came out this past week. Ninjago
Mhm.
season Dragons Rising season 3 part 2 came out this past week. I didn't watch it this week. I watched it like 2-3 weeks ago because the other TV station did. So it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to talk about my thoughts on everything because I've seen this so disjointed and everything. Uh,
Mhm.
Matthew hasn't watched it. Henry has.
Yeah. The way I'm generally like feeling about it, if I want to sum it up, is I think the season is a mess. I think it's all over the place. I don't think it necessarily nails the tone super well.
Hmm,
However, because it's Dragons Rising, there are very good character moments
yes,
and some really cool lore stuff,
yes, that's
and
how I'm feeling too.
generally very good action. So I think while
Um,
it's my least favorite installment of Dragons Rising so far, it's still like leagues above some of the worst Ninjago seasons out there.
I think I prefer it to two-part one still. Like I really don't like two-part one.
I don't.
Um,
The thing for me is
Is
the
two
stuff that
from
I
a
is two
didn't.
Dragons
part
Rising
one
perspective.
Mhm.
is two part one the like the beginning of what's his name, the furry guy?
I mean, Roz is there the entire time, but
Yeah.
it's yeah,
It's
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 him alone with the Wolf Ass Warriors.
the part
Yeah, yeah.
before the tournament stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Um,
Um.
I the way I feel about that though is the stuff that I didn't like from that part is kind of like at the forefront of this part. Um, that sort of like goofier side, and I think some of the humor works well in this season, but like what is that realm called that the witch is from?
Oh yeah, Mysterium.
Mysterium, yeah. All the
I
Mysterium stuff I'm
forgot the
not
season
super
opened
into.
on Mysterium. I
Yeah, it
forgot
opened
about
on
that.
that and kind of like wrapped up with it. I really liked the Jinjago stuff. I think that was all very good. I liked
Hmm,
I liked actually being able to see track Wildfire, Sora, and Ryu like do their own thing. That was really nice.
yeah. I think
Uh,
Jay was awesome this season. Like Jay was
Jay
by
was
far the
great.
highlight of this part.
Mhm.
Realm of Lee, I didn't like particularly care about Lee himself too much, but I think everything else in that saga was quite good. Like the
Here's
dynamics
yeah,
of
yeah.
Wildfire, Wildfire's independence there, Jay and Nia doing the whole like, oh, you have to be forced to pretend to be in love. Oh, it's like
Yeah,
it's a very tropey
yeah.
thing, but I think it was very fun. Um,
I like the line where Wildfire, like one of the Realm of Lee citizens, goes up to her, and he's like, "Oh hey, what's your name?" And she's like, "I don't remember, something stupid." That's such a good line.
so awesome,
um,
man.
yeah, the Realm of Lee to me, a lot of people. I don't want to say a lot of people. Definitely a vocal minority, but people hated it just because it was like a musical thing, and I think that can
Mm,
work fine.
yeah,
If Ninjago did a whole season that was like a musical, I'd be down with that. I just think it'd be fun.
yeah,
But specifically the like ideas of a place where people kind of go missing,
Yeah.
and it feels like a Realm of Madness thing. I think I might have liked it more if this was just like a subsection of the Realm of Madness.
I mean,
'Cause
to be fair, it is a Realm of Mad because it's all people who got reassigned incorrectly to this realm from the Realm of
yeah,
Madness.
true, but it's also the Realm of Lee, and that's just what it's called.
Yeah.
Uh, and also just like so the idea of like this kind of like utopia sort of place, just felt like it was retreading a lot of stuff with Imperium,
Mhm.
and same with like it felt like it was doing Imperium, uh, and Realm of Madness stuff, both like administration and other stuff from that realm. And it because of that, it just kind of felt like unoriginal in that sense. But
I liked it enough. I think it did enough to differentiate
I
itself. I
think
like the
the
whole like
character moments from it make it like
yes.
way better for me.
And I think like it's an interesting dynamic with the whole like the pairing of people, like it's
Mhm.
all couples and stuff from all different realms. I think that was really
Yeah,
cool, and
yeah.
it was cool to see Aaron's parents again. Um, the underworld stuff I forget about because it's been so long since I first watched that because that
That
all
was it's
leaked
so
like
good though.
4 months
Like it's
ago.
great.
The underworld stuff was amazing. One of the highlights of the
Cruncha
season.
Knuckle came back.
Crunch, that was so
I
awesome. And we
forgot
had like
about that until just now.
yeah, and
'Cause
there's
that
the
leaked.
strange bone monster that they fought.
Mhm.
Um,
There's a screenshot, I saw somebody on Twitter talking about it, like, "This scene made me cry," or something like that, and
I
it was,
saw
like,
that too. And
Eren and
it's just
Sora
the
hugging,
bone
but
monster.
it's the bone creature, like, destroyed in the background, and that's, like, what catches my eye first, and I'm like,
I
was
had
this
that
like a
exact same. I saw
like,
that exact same tweet and had that thought.
were you crying because the bone creature died or something? Like, it was really funny. Like, I got what they mean, but it was very funny.
I do think like the weakest part, and I hate to say this,
Mhm.
the weakest part of the season was the main villain. I think
Yeah.
Thunderfang was so under. Not even just the villains. Well, I don't want to. I liked. Even though Lee wasn't my favorite part of the season, I actually preferred Lee a lot to Thunderfang. The way
Absolutely.
he was
Yeah.
written, Lee was better. Roz was amazing, but Roz is the
Mhm.
long term villain. If we're just talking about seasonal villains, but like it very much it felt very early Ninjago the way Thunderfang and the Special Dragonians were very much it just felt like set synergy where it's just
Mhm.
like they're here because we need to move the plot along. Like
Yeah.
why are there Spectral Dragonians? I don't know. Wait, and Thunderfang, like I was hoping, I'm glad we got more from him than just the finale of part one, but
Yeah.
he didn't really do anything new.
I don't feel as intensely negative as a lot of people do about the Forbidden
Yeah,
Five, but
I
the
don't either, but I think
I think part 2 was a chance to kind of give them more to do, and they didn't
yeah.
really have anything to do. Aside from that scene where, like, Nia and Zark are fighting and Zark helps Nia up, I don't know what was up with that. Like, do you remember that part?
Yeah,
What was
that's
up with
awesome.
that? Like,
I don't know. Zark, you gotta be
but
one of my least favorite people.
that was a good line. I liked that. That was great. That was like, more stuff like that. That was great. But
My enjoyment of the Forbidden Five and Thunderfang comes from what I made up in my head about them. It doesn't
yeah,
like
me
what's
as
actually shown
well.
in the show is
Yeah.
I a lot of people really enjoyed that final. I guess also we're talking spoiler. Put Matthew, can you put spoilers in the timestamp because I realized we didn't clarify,
Yes.
but we have been kind of talking it. Um,
Yeah.
the final fight I did not really like at all. I
Yeah,
think
it
it was
was I didn't so it's like the final fight happened, but the characters weren't there. It
yeah,
was like Aaron and Lloyd controlling the dragon, I think that's what
yeah.
happened, right?
Well,
Which
and that was kind of cool. I like the idea of
I
them
liked
having to
their
work
dynamic. I
together.
thought yeah, I agree with that.
Um, I mean, it's more the fact that the dragon was on its hind legs punching, for some reason, isn't it? The
Yeah.
whole
I
thing
mean,
that shoots blasts out of its mouth, like
you gotta match Thunderfang, I guess. He's on his hind
yeah,
legs punching, so
yeah. It just looked very silly to me.
mhm.
And that's something the set very much cannot do.
Yeah.
That set
You
is
guys
stuck
kind of
awful.
like I don't know if you guys knew this ahead of time, but you guys kinda called it when you did your, like, separation builds of that set.
Did we?
Like,
Did we?
the 2 halves of the because that dragon split into 2,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
in the show, yeah.
yeah.
You guys kinda called that 'cause you did the
I
separate
guess
box.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking. We didn't get a good shot of either of us, trying to see like how accurate
I
they
didn't know
were,
it
but
was gonna be So I heard it talk. I thought one of the heads was gonna be a woman and the other one was gonna be a man. It's just one being apparently, like, and it's
Yeah.
a woman, which is awesome. I just didn't know it was gonna be like, it has 2 heads, why is it one being? They split into 2! Like, why is it only
That's
one
true.
voice? It's so
Oh,
I don't know.
the other thing that made me laugh really hard is the episode 18, which we got months
Mhm.
ago, ends with Xanth like turning a little purple and growing horns. And that cliffhanger, because that wasn't meant to be a cliffhanger, but that's where the cliffhanger was. I'm like, oh, Xanth is going to turn into one half of the Arc Dragon of Focus, because Xanth is very clearly turning the color of the purple head, growing the horns in the same place as the purple head. No, that's just the thing Xanth does. Xanth is not the Arc Dragon of Focus. That's just the thing Xanth does.
I would like to get a bigger Xanth set
Well, and
someday.
maybe that's what it is setting like maybe Xanth is going to transform into something bigger
Mhm.
for a future
Yeah.
future season, future wave. But it's very funny that the head style was matching the Arc Dragon and then it just was unrelated.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I wanted more. I the cliffhanger is very interesting with the cast being split up across
Mhm.
the realm.
Yeah. A
And
very
strange new
X-Men
realms. Whatever.
97.
What it's the Leaf realm.
Mhm.
The
Which people have
like
compared the one where Frax, Zora, Ryu, and Wildfire to the location that the Wolf Mask dojo was in,
hmm,
um, which could lead me to think it might be like a Shima related thing, which could be cool to see. And which, I mean, from what we've heard, that realm is like not in good shape right now, right? But
yeah
people have talked about seeing uh, that white tiger, like the tiger with the white stripes, getting some more background on that. The one that was in, like the tournament picture
yeah
and like Roz's
Zarkar,
flashback. Yeah, yeah.
Raz's ancestor. Yeah.
I could see us getting stuff with that. That'd be cool. Like
I
the
mean,
only
Shima
predictions
is the
I
wildness, so that
yeah,
would mean they're in the wild. Yeah. But I
yeah,
mean,
and
wildness. So good.
seeing Wildfire go back to that could be cool, but
So there's that one. There's the Leaf one. And what's the other one?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
That's like I think the one that the 4 new ninja end up at is probably the one we can extrapolate the most from.
Yeah, right. Because Lloyd and Aaron ended up in the Leaf one, and then what's Kai, Jay, and Nia in
Mhm.
somewhere else.
That's gonna be a
I don't
fun
even.
dynamic. Oh, one thing I liked that Jay didn't get his memories back yet,
Yes,
and
me too.
I don't know if they're gonna do that. Um,
Yeah.
my kind of hope, and I don't even know if I actually want this, but it's a unique direction, is Jay doesn't get his memories back ever, but he learns to basically get that same position again on the team that he used
Hmm,
to have, and, like,
yeah.
get all those dynamics back. I don't know if I would want that. I think I want him to have that, and then he gets his memories back after that. Because I
Yeah.
think solving it by just him getting his memories back is very and
Yeah.
uninteresting. So getting him to a point where he's made all this development to be back on the team and
Mhm.
basically be his old self again, and then he gets his memories back. I think they could do like a Gravity Falls type thing where Grunkle Stan gets his memories back
Yeah.
by just
I
being
could.
around people that he knows.
Well, I mean, he's like clearly bonded with the team, and considering
Mhm.
he's now stranded with Kai and Nia, there's more of that that's going to happen. So I think it would
Right.
be good if it comes to him naturally from
Yes.
reforming these bonds rather than like Jin magic or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
I another critique I have of the season is obviously Dragons Rising has this like huge cast now, right? We got the new ninja,
Hmm.
we got the old ninja, we got all the side characters, and it's become a very noticeable thing to me that they have a limited budget for how many voice actors they want to pay per. And
I
that's
haven't
that's in
noticed that, but
explicit
I
ways
get what
such
you
as
mean.
um like the more explicit ways is obviously Cole got written off for a lot of the
Hmm.
season a little bit, but Cole was away for a lot of this. Zane literally got written off this season, but that I
Yeah.
don't mind as much. I want to focus on the new ninja. What bothers me is a little bit more is like first 5 episodes, Frack is in it, but he has 0 lines because they don't want to pay Frack's voice actor for episodes every single episode if he's only in it a little bit. He only talks in the second half of the
Hmm.
like 16 through 20, and that like I don't know. When I think they should try to make that a little less obvious if that's because I think that's and it's the same reason why season 2 part 2 Zark speaks in the same episode that Dark J is in, and that's because Michael Adamwaith voices both characters, and then because Jay is back with a major role this season, Zane and Cole have to go away because we can't have all of them getting paid. I feel like is what
Yeah.
is happening to some extent, and I don't know. that's just a very much like Lego. Please give Ninjago a higher budget type thing.
Yeah,
Like
I think
you
the
can,
solution for that is just Lego be less stingy. It's not like
yes, yeah,
let's just make the cast smaller because I like
yeah.
all these
And
characters.
but if
So
if they write them off in a natural way, it's fine. But it's specifically
Mhm.
like when Frack is in the episodes but not talking. Like
yeah, I think
really,
Zane
is this?
getting Zane out of there, I'm okay with, especially since he
Yeah,
had so much to do in that first half.
yeah,
Uh, I do think it's funny though that they had all the ninja like at the beginning of the season with their new like spectral suits, except
yeah.
for Zane. Even though
And finally got his storms.
he
Yeah,
was there, and he got the suit that he didn't get in the first
yeah.
part. So are we gonna get that version of him in the next part? I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows? Or who knows
I
when he's
hope so.
back? Even
Yeah.
like,
I think it would be funny because Jay is like he has what like 3 suits now that aren't canon that we've gotten as minifigures. It'd be funny if we got like a montage of him like trying on all the suits that he missed out on
that
just to
would
canonize
be
them.
funny. That would be funny.
Yeah, but I think that's all I have to say about the
Yeah,
Ninjago
I mean,
stuff.
I'm probably doing
Yeah.
a full review video at some point. I know Duck Bricks wants to film one with me. I don't know if and when that's
Mhm.
happening because we're both very busy, but I have more thoughts. But for Matthew's just been sitting here for like 20 minutes, so we
Yeah.
can move on to
I,
something else.
I think I've said all I need to say about that.
Watch it
Well,
someday.
we can also have a bigger discussion whenever Matthew watches. Well,
Yeah, when you get
Yeah.
into your Ninjago phase.
It'll happen
This
eventually,
year.
Henry. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know. Okay, what do we got
Um,
next? Death Star?
No,
Death
I think we're
Star.
gonna skip the Death Star.
Okay.
Because we're pushing an hour right now.
Okay, we'll skip it.
This is a big important episode.
It's the first guest you've had since Lego Gear.
I understand
Yep, and
that.
that
But
episode
Matthew
was
also has limited
terrible.
time. Matthew has limited time to edit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I don't want to ruin your life, Matthew.
Yeah, I don't want you to work overtime on this. All right, what do we want to talk about then? What do we got?
Do we want to talk about anything else, or do we want to wrap up there? It's been an hour.
No, because like our last 3 subjects are pretty short, so we could.
Yeah.
Henry, do you want to tell your Lloyd DX awesome story?
Yeah, I had an awesome, beautiful story that is like almost reaching its conclusion today. So a few weeks ago, I went to a local toy fair thing, like a vendor fair for toys. Just trying it out, just because it happens a few times a year, and I've always wanted to go just to see what they got because I'm a toy collector, Lego aside. And I went, and they didn't have like anything that I really cared about much. They had a few things, but nothing I really wanted to spend any money on. But like within the first 10 minutes of like being on the floor there was a base plate sitting there with a bunch of minifigures on it that were all unmarked, like none of them had prices or anything like that. And then next to that base plate, they had another base plate of Star Wars minifigures that all had prices on it. And those were like the expensive minifigures. On the cheap base plate, these were all like city minifigures and stuff you would like find in like a bulk selection of minifigures for like $10. Lloyd DX was on there. I was with my brother and I turned to him and I'm like, that's the most expensive minifigure I own. And it didn't have a price on it. So I asked the guy there and he says it's $4. I'm like, dude, I got a 5 on me. Can you do change for a dollar? So I dropped $4. The most I spent at that convention. I bought nothing else, just the Lloyd DX. Which I should preface this by saying I already have it. So I only bought it because it was expensive and I got it for $4. Um, this might be controversial, but I resold it like immediately when I got home. I listed it because like if my thought process is if I were to see something that I actually wanted to buy there for $4, that's worth the amount that minifigure is worth, I would have bought that. Sure.
Mhm.
So if I can just resell the minifigure that I got for $4,
Mhm.
I would rather do that and then use that money. So I sold it today for $260. I made $250 profit.
Wow.
Insane.
Yeah, beautiful luck. And right now, I'm considering buying the 2006 Jabba's sail barge with it. Because kind of a tangent, but I like Star Wars. But when it comes to Lego Star Wars, my main enjoyment of that comes from stuff that was out around the
Mhm.
time that I was a kid, or basically just stuff that's in the Complete Saga game,
Yeah.
and that sail barge kind of fits that perfectly, and that's been like
Um,
a set I've wanted for
that's
a long time.
that's an interesting segue for me also because like I've been on a huge kick of buying like Lego from when I was a kid lately, and I
Mm,
kind of feel like that just comes from Lego right now. I don't feel like has a lot that captures the feel of like what makes Lego nostalgic to me.
I agree with that.
Um, it's all like Sean, you and I have talked about this a lot, but the like 18 plus stuff takes away a lot of what I love about Lego. So I
Mhm.
think I talked about this on our first podcast, but I've been going through it and I'm trying to collect every Knights Kingdom 2 set, and I'm like about halfway there now, and I've been going at it for like 3 months now, and it's really fun, and I love getting them, and every single time I build one, it's really fun, and it's more fun than I have with like modern sets, and they're really simple builds. It's not about the build, it's just like the
Mhm.
experience. They're all like
Mhm.
very play feature heavy. They don't focus on detail, they focus on like scale mostly, and I think
Yeah.
that's really cool. The minifigures are so good. Those are like my favorite minifigures of all time. I love those
Well,
minifigures.
speaking of Star Wars a little bit too, that's one of my. It's like a weird thing to critique, but that's an issue I have with modern Star Wars. Is I feel like it feels very aimless. It's focused on
Mhm.
individual products rather than full waves. So there's nothing
Yeah.
to like build up, right? Which I
I
think
gotta be
that's
honest
part of.
though, like looking back at old Star Wars waves, and it was a little more organized when it was just the prequels and original trilogy,
Yeah,
and I guess kind of when Clone Wars was coming out. It's been pretty disorganized for a while.
it's
Um,
this or but there's like a low like
There
there's a method to
there
the
used to
madness. I feel
be
like it'd be
there
like
used to
we
be more
here's
like
here's a bunch
common
of
running
hot sets in a
themes.
wave. Yeah.
sure, okay, yeah. I think
Like
we
there
kind
would be
of
multiple sub themes, but it would be like like
Like
every
I
single
think back
concept had a
to
few sets.
I think back to March 2014, we got like 10 Revenge of the Sith sets just cuz, and
true,
that was
okay, yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think even maybe in like 2020 we got a good line of like tattoo sets coming
Yeah.
out around the same time.
Hey, hate on a land speeder all you want, but that run was awesome because it coincided with the like the Mos Eisley like a year later,
Mhm.
and then I could build like a really cool Mos Eisley shelf display with all those sets.
Did you
Yeah.
get Moss Eisley?
Yeah, I bought it. They like
Oh, nice, nice.
I rope dropped that one. I was online.
Yeah.
That was. I think that might actually be the most money I've ever spent on a Lego set.
How much was that
That
one?
I think it was 350.
I think it was
Most I've spent
300 and it went up to 350 after the price
that's
increase.
right, yeah.
Okay, okay. Then it's not the most I've
Or it was
spent on a
350
Lego
and went
set.
up to 4. I know it changed. I don't remember.
Most I've spent is 370 on the markets, and, like,
Mm,
I've never paid aftermarket higher than that on anything.
My biggest purchase was well, if we're talking aftermarket, my most expensive purchase Quickie Mart. Last year I bought it for 500 because
Worth it?
I had yeah, I'm happy with the purchase. The reason why though is because I was when I went to Billund last year, I saw Krusty Burger, and I'm a big Simpsons fan. I don't talk about that much, but I love the Simpsons. I love the house, and I've wanted Quickie Mart for ages, but it was stupid expensive. And when I saw Krusty Burger was coming out, I was like, "Oh, I got to get this now before everyone else finds out about it." So might be insider trading a little bit, but I'm not reselling. It's just for me. But as soon
Has
as
that
I
I'm gonna
saw
look up
Krusty
if
Burger was
that
happening,
gone up in price.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think actually what immediately it didn't, but I haven't checked. So yeah, that's the most I've spent was like 500 on that, and then retail I bought. I also bought Mos Eisley. I forget if I paid 300 to 350 for it. I bought it in 2021 though. It wasn't right away. I got it because I was
Okay,
sad and I wanted something for
uh,
fun.
for talking US, it's still sitting around 500, so,
Okay.
yeah. I wish I got
Okay.
Moss Eisley because, like, original trilogy is kind of the stuff that I wanna collect the most of because, like, that's what I
mhm,
watched as a kid, um, and when you look at the trilogy, like, if you want episode 5 stuff, you get the Hoth stuff, you get the AT-AT, stuff like that. If you want episode 6, you get Jabba's palace, you get Sail Barge, you get Endor stuff. Episode 4, it's kinda like if you get Mos Eisley and the Death Star, you're set, and maybe a
mhm.
Millennium Falcon, like, you're set on everything you could want. Um, uh-oh,
This
Sean
happens
just
every
This
died.
time,
happens at
Henry.
this
It's
point in the
okay.
podcast. This always happens.
Okay.
Wait,
I'll
keep
wait
going.
then.
I'll just be blank for a
Yeah,
bit.
Okay.
I'll be...
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, aside from the Death Star, like Mos Eisley, that's like the main one. So I feel like I missed out on that one.
Yeah,
And I do
it's
like
one of my
that set.
favorites that's ever.
And I know
I
it
would
shot up in
agree.
price like immediately
Did
after
it?
it retired as well because it's Star Wars. So
I don't even know if I realized it retired, honestly.
I didn't either until it was too late. I got to the point where I'm like, I kind of want that set, and it was gone.
I I try to keep an eye on the sets that are retiring, but they change it so often that like sometimes I'll just miss something.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
The one I'm most worried about is the Twilight set. I don't think that's gonna have a super long lifespan.
I think
gotta
good
get
until
that.
like next Christmas though.
Probably
I got
yeah.
that set day one.
I I want to get it by the end of the year, but we'll have to see what the budget looks like because my like end of the year list right now is about $1,000 worth of Lego, and I don't know how realistic that's gonna be. Um, but depending on the price of the Enterprise, that's number one. Then Twilight, then Baratier. That's like my big three right now. So
Yeah.
we'll
Baratia is
see.
the most I've ever spent at a Lego store on day one for that set.
Well, just because you bought the entire wave.
No, but that's the biggest set I've ever bought day one.
Oh, really?
How much is that one? Is that 400?
300, 330.
330. Okay. I guess
Yeah.
because you got
Every-
the markets for free. That would
Yeah,
explain it.
Markets was a land thing, and then the original Ninjago cities were Christmas gifts.
Hmm.
That
Dude,
was
I
only
got a
300.
job. I got a job just to buy the market.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are like my big end of the year sets. I don't know. Baratier is the one I'm most okay waiting on. But Twilight's been out almost a year, so I don't want to like let that go too much longer.
I think as far as like big sets go for the end of the year, that I still need to get. I want to get the Fortnite mech, and maybe I still haven't decided, but I like Arkham enough to want to get it, so I'll probably get that. That'll probably be my Christmas set this year.
I don't think I need Arkham.
For me, I
What
just
I'll-
want like a place to display my DC minifigures, and all the sets that I have aren't like standalone enough to work as that. Like X Mansion and Daily Bugle, those are like my Marvel setups where I can just throw all my Marvel figures on there. I don't have that for DC, and I would like that, so I think it works well for that.
Maybe you get the Sanctum Sanctorum.
True. Wait, I think that would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, it comes with Evil Strange and Scary
Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah.
Dark Strange.
Everything you
Dark
could ever
Strange.
need.
And Wong. Got Wong in there.
You got
What?
Wong
You
in
know,
there,
okay,
yeah.
this is like a side tangent. Wong is in Avengers Tower. He comes in that set.
Yeah.
Why is Wong in that set?
He was in New York well, he's in New York.
He was in New York. I don't think we saw Wong like until after that building was sold.
That's true.
And after
Actually,
like
that's funny.
it stopped being Avengers Tower when we were introduced to Wong.
Did he go there at any point during She-Hulk? Maybe.
No.
No.
I don't think
He's just like
he was
he's
in
a chill
like two
vibes
rooms.
kind of character. So
Yeah,
like, I
no,
get
I'm
it.
happy to see him. Like I'm happy to have him there, but like why is he in that set?
He's just
He
there.
just wanted to visit. Is Doctor Strange in that set?
Nope.
Just Wong.
Yeah, just Wong. Like there's
That's so
other
awesome.
minifigures that are only in that set or that are in that set that never appear at Avengers Tower. Like Wasp is in that set. But that I kind of get where I'm like, it's a minifigure that people have wanted an upgraded version of for a while. Yeah, just throw it in the D2C. Like it's fine. I don't know
That's
why
like comes
Wong
with
is
Kevin
there.
Feige. You ever think about that?
Yeah. Oh, also, I'm looking at it now. Wong isn't just in that set. He's in that set and he gets his own portal build.
Wow,
He's just coming to
that's
visit.
beautiful.
That
Yeah,
set is awesome. Like I think about getting this set all the time.
Me too.
no,
Me as
it's
well.
really
It's on
cool.
back order right now.
I just don't
Dude, the
think I
fans
like
love it.
Avengers quite enough. Like, I got the X Mansion because X Men is my like Marvel thing.
Yeah,
Um,
same with that and Daily Bugle for me. Like
That's my
mine
thing.
inspired
Is
that.
like I like, and I do even like the Avengers, but it's just I don't know. It's a little
The
too big. It's a little
yeah,
too expensive, even though
the
it's a
thing
great
is,
set.
I already have trouble having the Daily Bugle on display. I don't have two tall places set, so
I think
Also,
if I
it's
were to get another tall set, I'd probably get the Baradur.
that's fair. I skipped out. I
the
stopped collecting Monkey Kid because I didn't have any room for that tall set.
Mm.
That pagoda. I'm like, that's it,
that pagoda fell off my shelf, and I went, I am not putting that back together, and then I didn't put
dude.
it back together.
That happened to the 2015 Avengers Tower for me when I was like 10.
Really?
Yeah,
Speaking
fell
of
off the
shelf
shelf.
space, I am debating deconstructing my UCS what's it called? Mandalorian spaceship. What's it called?
Razor Crest.
Oh, Razor Crest.
Razor Crest. Yeah, I like that set a lot, but it's so big.
Do you
It's
have
I
the
think it is
smaller
the
one?
biggest set I own. I had
Do
the
you have?
small one. I took it apart when I got the big one.
I think you are better off displaying the small one.
Yeah, I still have
Yeah,
that.
but
That's one of the few Star Wars sets I still have together. I really like that small one.
yeah, I know, but I don't care enough to put the small one back together. I do like the big one, but it takes up an entire shelf just for itself, and I'm not
Mm.
gonna have room for like next year's Ninjago. It will. I think that is the next thing to come down for me, unfortunately, which
Damn.
is a shame because I do like it. And I think that's the only UCS Star Wars. Did I die again? Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I can hear you.
I think that's the only UCS Star Wars that I have together, but it's just too
I mean,
big.
you have the Death Star together.
Oh, that's true, and I'm never taking that up. I have the 2008 Death Star.
Yeah,
Um,
I have a goal set for myself for the end of the year. I set this goal every year and I never do it. I want to get that Death Star before the end of the year. I want to save up for it and like give it to myself for Christmas.
yeah, it's an
That
awesome
is
set.
that
It's
has been my dream set since I was like very young. Like first time I went
yeah,
to a Lego store, I think they had it on display, and I'm like, I want
it was
that.
mine too. I asked for it every Christmas, and I think I finally got it. Like I want to say 2014. Or no,
I
maybe
asked
lower. It might
for
be
it.
2012.
I asked for it every Christmas, um, and I never got it. And in 2015, yeah, it was when The Force Awakens came out. Um, I got
I
a
never got
secret
that set,
gift.
unfortunately.
I got a secret gift that was a big box. Um, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, that might be it. It might be the year finally. And then as I went to open it, my dad jokingly said, he was like, "It's the Death Star." And like, dude, my heart like sank, bro. I'm like, I thought it was gonna be it. It was a TV, which is awesome, and I still use that TV to this day. I still have it, but it
It's
wasn't
not
the
the
Death
Death Star,
Star.
man.
Yeah, man.
Brutal.
That set's
Yeah.
that is still one of my favorite sets of all time. It's
Yeah.
like so many fun memories associated with it. I have distinct memories of being like 8 years old in the bathroom, sitting on the toilet with a Lego magazine, just
Yeah,
staring
I
at it
would
and looking
dude,
at
I
every
would
single
like
minifigure.
I had a problem with like daydreaming in class as a kid. Like I would do that
Uh,
more than like pay attention or anything.
I
Half
think
the
we all
time it
did
was
that.
about playing
Maybe
with
not
that set.
Sean.
what?
I said we all did that, and then I said maybe not Sean.
Why maybe not me? What does that mean?
You were the school kid, dude. You loved school. You did so good in school. That's how I found you
I
on the
just that
internet.
doesn't mean I don't daydream. I'm just good. I'm just good at stuff, dude. What
Dude,
drive
I
me
was like
crazy? I was too smart for school. Actually, I didn't even need to pay attention.
Yeah, that's crazy, Sean.
I think the thing
All
with the
right.
Death Star though, that like it's like maybe a few $100s cheaper than the new one.
Mhm.
And for a
I
lot of
think it's about the
people,
same price, actually.
no, it's I
Really?
checked today. It's like
Oh, okay.
maybe like 150, $200 cheaper. Um,
Okay.
the thing is like that original one has everything that I would want from a Death Star that this new one also has. The original one just has the edge of A being cheaper by like a $50, B being from like the era of Lego Star Wars that I really like, and C just generally kind of looking better. Um,
Mhm.
it's actually a sphere instead
Mhm.
of just flat. So
I think that's the biggest point for it. I didn't realize how
yeah,
much that would matter to me.
yeah.
The 2016 version is like $1,000. The 2008 is actually significantly.
Huh. I wonder why.
Yeah, you could get the
I
2008
think
sealed for $850.
yeah, that's around what I was saying. I think the 2016 one. You said that one's more expensive.
26, yeah, the newer ones.
I think that's just because it basically is the same set but newer, and people want the newer thing.
Hmm.
And also the
Um,
minifigure, like Grand Moff Tarkin. This was our only one for a while. Like,
Yeah,
in the modern style.
yeah. I think that is like the main thing. Is
Mhm.
it's most people don't care that much about that older nostalgic style unless it's something like Jango Fett where it's more
There's
expensive.
also the first edition has like the 2012 update as well, which is
Mhm.
like you don't know which version
I
you're gonna
don't.
get.
Yeah, for me, it's just like a matter of characters having like different heads, and I prefer
Yeah,
the '08 versions. So when I do eventually buy it, if I get the 2012 updated version, I'm just gonna bricklink those old heads. It's not a big deal to
yeah.
me.
I have like the 2012 update. I don't know what year it
Yeah,
is exactly, but I have the people. But that
yeah,
version of that set's so weird because some of the minifigures, the figures
yeah.
you get in
Luke is
other
like
sets
all the
got
old ones.
yes, and like Tarkin still
Mhm.
has the old head because he didn't have an updated version. But yeah, Han had a
Yeah.
newer head.
I think
Obi-Wan
Princess
had a newer
Leia
head.
in that is like her eyes are bigger. It's not she doesn't have pupils, but her eyes are slightly bigger.
That's so goofy.
Yeah,
And that's what the difference is. So I want to go back and um buy a lot of those old like mid to late 2000s original trilogy Star Wars sets. Um cuz I want to have a full Star Wars shelf and I have a lot from when I was a kid, but there's still stuff like the Death Star and Jabba's sail barge that I want to get. And fortunately from what I'm seeing, a lot of it is relatively cheap. Um
yeah. Well, as long as it doesn't have clone troopers in it, you're fine.
Yeah, which is a beautiful thing because I don't
Yeah,
care about
'cause
clones like that, and I don't care about, like, Jango Fett like that.
yeah,
So, like, there's prequel stuff that I'm nostalgic for, but fortunately, all of that is also very cheap.
yeah.
That's good.
So, like, I
I
get
See,
think
the
I
we're
get
original
my
gonna
Lego
trilogy is
Star
we're
Wars
gonna
awesome
stuff.
end it.
because there's like exactly 4 types of
It's
stormtroopers in those movies, and that's it.
Yeah, that's literally the reason why those movies are categorized under one category on Bricklink, because
Yeah,
the stormtroopers are all the same.
it's stormtrooper, sand trooper, which is just a dirty stormtrooper,
Mhm.
snow trooper, and scout trooper, and that's it, pretty much, right?
Yeah, and then the
that's beautiful.
pilots as well, like the pilot
Yeah, the
troopers.
pilots.
Yeah,
I hated the pilots as a kid, dude. I was like,
me
I want
too.
stormtroopers. I don't want.
I'm like, "These guys don't get to fight on the ground."
They've
Also,
grown on me
the
though.
2016 version's bad because they ruined both of the evil droids.
Do they?
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, they make
because
one
like
blue.
they make one blue, and then instead of just like doing dark C-3PO, they do like a evil protocol droid, and I
Mm.
like
Yeah.
the one that's literally just like C-3PO but recolored to black is awesome.
Dude,
That's
I
what
still
like that
remember
was
that, like, that's they had back when LEGO would do this, they had the speed build video for the set on Lego.com, and it had, like, the Imperial March playing, and it was a guy just building the set. And I used to watch that so much.
That's awesome. I think we're gonna end it here
Yeah, I'm cool
because
with that.
okay.
We've covered a lot of
I'm
ground.
getting tired. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been a pleasure having you, Henry.
Thank you.
I look
Let us know in
forward
the
to
comments. Do you like Henry or hate Henry? If you hate Henry, post I never ever ever want to see this man again. And if you loved Henry, say, wow, I can't wait to have my new friend Henry back on the show.
Yep.
Look, all I'm gonna
And if
say
it's
is
not,
to those who disagree with me being here, Thunderfang is gonna pay you a visit. So,
thank you guys all so much for watching. We will see you again next week.
bye.
Bye
My final
bye.
ever.
Wait, are we
Save
doing like
the
an
world.
outro? Like a little Easter egg for the fans?
Yeah, we can. We don't always do it.
Matthew hasn't been
I feel
doing
like
the
Can we just
intro.
make that little segment the Easter egg? Like that the segment of me asking if we're doing one?